Hello friends, it's your girl E, your favorite purple haired notary, and I'm back with another video. And this one's just about, if you saw one of my other videos, I do not use loose certificates. I haven't had a need for them. Like I said in my previous video, most of my inbound leads, my what's the word that I'm looking for? My general notary work leads, when they call and I get there in person, they generally don't like to have the loose certificates. So I don't really use them. I have used them in loan closings in the past. If for some reason there's not a certificate in the document, I will add them. Or if it's a split signing to where one signer is in one place but there's not another block for the additional signer, I've added the loose certificates. I mean, I probably could also just add it on there, but I haven't had that instance because now most of the signings that I have are in-state closings, or they do provide the separate block for the additional signer. But that's neither here nor there. Let's jump right in. This is my pouch that I carry my additional notary supplies. This is my main pouch because it just has my stamp, all my pens, primarily blue. I have a few black pens for when I do ink fingerprinting because I do also offer that service. I keep the stamp for the thumbprint on the journal, and then I also keep an extra ink pad because the ink can run low, and we know, if it's not a clear stamp, it can be rejected, especially for loan documents. So I make sure to have an additional pad when needed if I need to change it out like ASAP. And in here I also keep what is this? I keep post-it notes just in case I need to put notes or whatever I may need, reminders. And there are also some, which you can probably see here at the bottom, some paper clips for when there are like checks at closing, I paper clip them to the documents. So yeah, this is my main pouch, and then this is my additional supply pouch essentially, and nothing special. I got this from TJ Maxx for like, I think $8. Yeah, so I got this at TJ Maxx for like $8, and it's just the, what do you call it, a makeup bag basically. So it's a big makeup bag, and I put all my additional stamps in here and supplies. Basically the supplies that I don't always have to use, but you know, they're there when I need them. So the first one I have is, this is a new one. This is another reason why I realized the people do not like the loose certificates. I have the loose certificates, and I lost 2 leads. I said this in a previous video. I lost 2 leads because I let them know I only have the loose certificates to attach to your document, and this is the certified copy stamp. Yeah, so this is the certified copy stamp, and I let some leads know when they called, when they were looking to have certified copies of some documents, that I only had the loose certificate because the one that I had, it broke. I do not like the old one that I had. Maybe I'll insert it somewhere. It sucked. So I bought this one instead, and I think this is the first time that I use it. Yeah, so you just add it to the document and it would look like that, and you fill it in, everyone's happy. And same thing for the additional stamps. So this one is the jurats stamp. I showed this in the previous video. I get all my stamps from Anchor Stamps. I will link them below. Like I said before, I don't know if it's because I'm in Jersey, but I will get my stamps in like 2 days. There are some online, I don't like that it would include like your expiration date and things like that, just because I don't want to have to get a new stamp every 5 years. So I like that basically I can just use these forever and ever. And the next one is the acknowledgement stamp, just for purposes, you know, just to show you guys what it looks like. And you just add them to the documents. You add them to the documents. Everyone is happy. What else do I keep in here? I keep my little mini stapler in here. Ink for when I need to refill the ink pads, which isn't too often. One would think that I would have to do it like crazy, but I've had this for like 2 years. I mean, I shook it up, but I think maybe, I would say maybe 25% of the bottle has been used. More pens. These are pens for the one of the title companies that I work with locally. They have like poly folders, and I add the pens in there for the signers at closings when I'm doing their closings. And wipes for the ink fingerprint. I have this for the fingerprints. And then I don't keep the cards in here, but the cards essentially go in this. You put the card in here, and then like they do, you know, they do their thing when they need to put their fingerprints on there. So yes. And then this is the one that I use. I thought I lost this, and I just ordered 3 more from Amazon because I had no idea where it was, and it turned out it was just like it was like this in the bag. So obviously if I'm looking above, I can't see it, and I didn't know it was there. And then I also carry these notary seal labels. I don't really use this that much. Sometimes elderly clients, I guess they used to really use them a lot back in the day, and they will ask for it. And then I also put it on my apostille documents and use the embosser. Again, I've only used this for apostille documents or when my elderly clients ask, because again, maybe that's what they were used to for notary things back in the day. So yes, if you offer ink fingerprint services, highly recommend having some wipies on hand. I love using this contraption to put the cards in, and I will also link this below. The recent fingerprints that I did, he had I think it's called like a gaming license for like gambling, and they have to get fingerprinted all the time. So that's someone that you can market to in order to, you know, get your fingerprinting off. But he's had his gaming license for years and years, and he said that this was the best ink he's ever, you know, put his fingers in. When he goes to the police station, it's messy, things like that. So yeah, someone paid for my services versus going to the police station, and I guess that's where he normally got his ink fingerprints done, at the police station, and he had a better time and better service with using me, and that was awesome. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting into ink fingerprints, like definitely throw this in a bag. I will link it below. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if anyone has seen like those mini stamps. I've been thinking about getting it, but I don't want to just have like a whole bunch of things that I may not use on a regular basis, and just to have so many things in my bag. Because if you see my notary bag, because now I used to have like 2 separate bags for like real estate and notary, and now I just carry all the things. Some of the notary supplies may stay like in a separate situation, obviously, if I'm not having a notary appointment, but my bag is already heavy enough. If you've seen like what's in my bag, you know that I have a lot of things in my bag. So I don't need anything like heavy and unnecessary supplies with me. We don't need that over here. So yeah, that's basically my additional, you know, my additional stamps that I carry. What are some stamps, that additional stamps and supplies that you carry that, you know, help you in your business, let me know. Is this something that I can benefit from? Then I would love to like add it. So let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about some of the things that I carry and why, please feel free to ask. Me repacking my stuff. I'll show you what it all looks like inside. It has these little pockets in here, so I put two pockets here, and I put the stamps in there. I also put the ink pad in the pockets, and yeah, so everything fits in there all nice and neat. This goes in my bag. Look, see, and even has, I can even clip it onto something if I wanted to, but no need. So yeah, that is what's in my additional pouch. That's my additional notary supplies that I use for whenever I need them. Yeah, so again, what do you use? What are some extras that you carry as a notary? The wipes, even before I started, I added ink fingerprinting. I've always carried wipes. Just as a lady, I always carry wipes, but those are like my notary wipes that I keep in here. And you need them for doing the thumbprint when you're taking that in the journal. So I've always carried wipes, and I started during COVID as well. So the wipes were just always there, like I said, as a lady. And then even for like my notary business, I've always had the wipes because I started during COVID. So the wipes were always on deck. What are some things that you carry? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you being here and watching. Thanks. Bye.